Hi everybody. Happy Thursday. Okay, so YNR was really good today. We had about I'd say two and a half storylines. Okay, so the majority of the time was taken up by Kane and Billy having a discussion. And also Audra and Sally having a discussion about what they're gonna do with their business and then some other people came in. Okay. So we start with Audra and Sally sitting at a table discussing what they're going to do about um, Abbott communication, and Sally saying it might not be a done deal because she might have another financial backer, but it's not for sure yet, so she's asking Audra for more time. Audra, on the other hand, is saying, well, we've already lost momentum, and I don't think waiting any more time is going to be beneficial. So they're talking about that. And then Sean Dominic, uh, uh, hold a second. Audra and Nate. Nate and Amy show up. And of course, it's awkward city. And nobody knows what to say because, as we all know, Nate and Audra have broken up because Audra messed that up hugely. Okay. And then, so because Nate is Amy's son, it would be awkward for Audra to come over and visit Amy. And what if Nate happens to be there at the same time? So that's why Audra hasn't been seeing Amy lately. Plus, you add in the fact that we have not seen Amy in like forever. So, you know, um, okay. So that's the awkward piece of it, right? So, and then Sally does the thing, or no, Audra does the thing that we all do when you've broken up with somebody and you want to be with them. You kind of look in their direction to see if they're looking back at you, and you kind of wish that you were still in their life or they were still in yours. That kind of thing. Okay. And so Sally sees what's going on and says, "Stop that." Because it would only hurt you more. So don't even think about it. Or if you're going to think about it, then at least apologize and be sincere about whatever you say. And then Audra says, and then Sally says, well, what would you say if he was right here? And then she starts saying, I'm really sorry, but I know that's trite. And then she starts pouring her heart out a little bit. And then Sally says, okay, what you just said to me, say to him. And then Audra does the thing that some people do, where you psych yourself out, kind of, and you think, they're too good for me. They'll never understand. They'll never accept my apology, yada, yada, yada. We've all done it, right? Okay, so she's in that zone in her head. Meanwhile, Lily comes to join them at the table. And Lily, I don't know why. I mean, I kind of have an idea, a little bit of why, but she gives everybody the stink eye. And it's just like, I don't understand why. I mean, I understand you have past, maybe things with Audra, but I mean, at a certain point, you have to let go, because, and it's not even that I'm trying to get deep. It's just that if you're in an argument with somebody and you think the longer that you're angry with them, the more they'll hurt. Okay, most of the time they've moved on, and the only one you're hurting is yourself. So try forgiveness only for yourself. Being selfish, say for me, I'm forgiving you, but that doesn't mean I've totally forgot everything you did. You can do that. But anyway, um, so okay, so we have that going on, and then interspersed we have the conversation with Billy and Kane. And Billy is trying to help Kane and say, give it up and don't try to hurt everybody. And okay, so you've conquered it. You've done what you want to do. But what did it cost you to get that? And then out of nowhere, I'm jumping to the end of the episode. Okay? Out of nowhere, Billy and Kane are talking. And they gave Billy the good lines today because he says, Kane, you have to get off this train and do whatever. And it's funny because we're on a train car. So, okay. So they're talking, and then, like, out of a puff of smoke, Jill appears, literally appears, and says to Billy, yeah, you really hurt me when you stopped talking to me. I'm like, oh my God, she actually appeared. I mean, I knew it was coming, maybe, but I didn't know when and I didn't know how. So the oh my God, yeah, oh my God happened in my head. So yeah, okay. Now, getting back to the Audra thing for a second. I got two more things to add to this, and then that'll be it. Okay, so I gotta talk about the wardrobe only for one reason. Okay, now I talked about this a little bit yesterday, but I'm gonna expand on it, and I might have to do an extra because it might turn into a long thing. But okay, so Audra, I think they're trying to make her ambiguous, meaning where you can't say, oh yeah, she's good or oh yeah, she's bad because she could be a bit of both depending on the day. Okay, now with Sally, she's really good. They're best friends and whatever. Okay, but when it comes to business, she could go and mess somebody up just because that's what's in her mind. And what I'm talking about here is the fact that let's see, the fact that she was standing there. She happened to be standing there when Claire let Kyle go, and Claire gave Kyle the business for telling her how to run her life. And he saw it as he's being protective, but she saw it as he thinks she's not capable to make her own decisions. So that was another thing that he did wrong. Okay, so right after that, right, Audra happens to be there. And then she says something about Victor, how Victor was right about him, whatever, which is basically just pouring salt in the wound. And I did not appreciate that. Okay, and then today she's wearing a white dress. It looked really great, but you really want to make her ambiguous to where I don't know if I'm supposed to like her, not like her. I don't know because one day she does something completely underhanded. The next day she does something nice. So you did that on purpose. Okay. So yeah, but I'm gonna make an extra because I got more to say. But I'm gonna stop the video for this one right now. But believe me, it's coming right up after the video I make for bold. Okay. All right. Bye everybody.